is going on, everyone? So today is, in fact, my 1-year anniversary as SvenSulley. I cannot believe it's already been a year already since I started this YouTube channel. It's crazy to think about, but here we are. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I never thought I'd be here this long, and I stuck with it. And I am very happy at that because I enjoy making videos for you guys every single week. And to celebrate my 1-year anniversary, I have decided to show off my Blu-ray collection. Now, I don't have that many Blu-rays. I have about 50 to 60 Blu-rays, but I thought I may as well show them off to you guys and show what I have. I know other YouTubers out there have about 500 to 1,000. I don't have nearly that much time or amount of money to get all those Blu-rays, but I did my best so far to add to my collection. I'm pretty proud of myself with that as well. And since my first video, I feel like I've come a very long way since I first started. When I first started out with my video, that was my top 10 movies of all time. I was kind of awkward in front of the camera. I didn't know how to use all the mechanics, and also the editing was not that great. But now I feel like I'm much more advanced in front of the camera and also behind the camera, and I know what I'm doing, so I have to give props to myself for this one because I never thought I would have come this far when being in front of the camera on YouTube or even doing the stuff behind the scenes. So I am just happy I've been able to work everything out. Hopefully in the future I can update my camera. I use my iPhone and I also use my computer. Not the greatest programs that I use to edit my videos, but still I'm going to try to improve on that in the next couple of years when I'm hopefully still doing YouTube. So when it comes to my Blu-rays though, I tried my best to get them in alphabetical order. I'm pretty sure they're in alphabetical order, but if they're not, I apologize. I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to that. And when I talk about my Blu-rays, I'm not going to talk about them that much. I'll tell you maybe a little bit of a story or give it a little bit of a description about how I feel about the movie. I'm not going to talk about that much though because I want to speed this video up, not make it too long, if you understand. So now without further ado, I'm going to show you guys off all my Blu-rays. Beauty and the Beast. I reviewed the new one and I think it's really good, and this is one of my all-time favorites. Blood Diamond, a pretty great Leonardo DiCaprio movie, one that I feel like is extremely underrated, and also the action in this film, superb. Casino Royale, one of my favorite Bond movies. I'm a huge Bond fan. I think this one did a really good job at introducing the new Daniel Craig character, and I'm happy to own it. The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, I originally said this was one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time, but now that I think about it, I actually like The Dark Knight more than I like Rises because this movie has somewhat of a convoluted plot that I don't all agree with when they made it, but I still think this is an excellent movie, and Bane and Batman in this film is great. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This movie I feel like is way better than the first one, and also there's some great action in this one as well, and it made me extremely excited to see the new one. Then I have the collection featuring The Departed, Goodfellas, and The Aviator. I like all these movies, especially The Departed. Really funny, great Martin Scorsese movie. Ex Machina. It's a movie that I feel like is pretty good. I like Donald Gleason and Oscar Isaac, but the movie itself, after a second viewing, it's not that great, but I'm still glad I own it because it is a pretty cool sci-fi movie. Gladiator. I actually have a review for this movie that was back last year, one of my first reviews ever. Like I said, this movie is amazing, and Russell Crowe in this film as Maximus is awesome. It's a really cool old throwback movie. Godzilla, a movie I feel like is way better than this year's Kong Skull Island. This one was actually really serious, and I feel like it was very well directed. Gone Girl, it's my favorite movie of 2014. Such good acting, great directing by David Fincher, and overall felt like the plot was extremely strong. My favorite movie of 2014 for sure. And my favorite movie of 2016, Hacksaw Ridge. Great action. Andrew Garfield in this movie is amazing, and it put a new spin on a war movie, gave us a different opinion on how we see war, so I thought it was really cool. And then I have a collection of the Harry Potter movies. I have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I actually own the other 4 movies on DVD. I don't have them on Blu-ray, but Harry Potter, it's one of my favorite series of all time. Great movies. And then I have the first 2 Hunger Games movies. I feel like these 2 were actually pretty good action movies. Great acting there by Jennifer Lawrence. But then by the 3rd and 4th movies, but these 2, I feel like they're worth buying on Blu-ray. And here's my favorite movie of all time, Inception. Fantastic film. I've already talked about it so many times. I'll probably have a review coming up within the next couple of months leading up to Dunkirk, but amazing movie. The Indiana Jones collection. Indiana Jones are some of my favorite movies of all time. I like the first three. I've actually never seen the fourth one because it had terrible reviews, but the first three are really fun. I definitely have to check out the fourth one though to see if it's actually that bad. Interstellar, a really cool space movie. Matthew McConaughey in this movie is great. The cast overall is amazing. I love Christopher Nolan as a director. It's one of my all-time favorite space movies. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. I feel like the first one's actually a lot better than the second one, but still, they're both pretty fun and great action there. Life of Pi, an interesting movie. It's one of my favorites actually of 2012, but I don't really have that much to say about it. Lincoln, one of Daniel Day-Lewis's all-time greatest performances. I have actually never seen this entire movie, but I know from watching it, it's really good. And of course, the classic Lion King, the original. Great movie. Mad Max Fury Road, one of my favorite movies from 2015. I love the cast here. This is one of the greatest action movies of all time, and the sets in this film are incredible, and the cinematography too, really well done. Nightcrawler, a great thriller. I love the premise of this movie, and Jake Gyllenhaal, it's his best performance of all time, my favorite actor of all time. It's a great movie. The first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. This one is extremely fun, one of my all-time favorite Disney movies as well. The second, third, and fourth I feel like are pretty good, especially the second one. I like that one a lot too, but this is the one that I own, and it's a ton of fun. The Place Beyond the Pines, a very underrated and overlooked movie. I love it though. It's one that I think all of you guys should check out. I'm not going to tell you anything about the plot, but please watch this one. It's so good and unpredictable. Prisoners, this is a movie I reviewed a little bit back in the day. It's also another great movie, and Denis Villeneuve, this is actually the one that introduced me to him. And it's amazing. A great thriller and crime mystery. So check it out. The Revenant, my favorite movie of 2015. Amazing movie. Honestly, what else do I have to say? I will probably have a review of this movie coming out soon, but I also talked about it so many times. Awesome movie. Savages. Okay, I did not buy this movie actually. I think my brother got it for Christmas, but when I watched it, it was pretty okay. It's enjoyable, disposable. I don't really care. I own it. It's fine. Saving Private Ryan, one of the best war films of all time. I got this for cheap, and it's great. Shrek Forever After. This is the fourth Shrek movie. I feel like it's a little bit better than the third one, but definitely not nearly as good as the first and the second one. But I also feel like it's underrated and a fun movie. I was actually given this for Christmas several years ago, and it's a pretty enjoyable movie, not gonna lie. Shutter Island, you guys know this is a movie I also love. I reviewed this early on when I started YouTube. A great thriller, very suspenseful, and an awesome ending. If you have never seen this one, this is an awesome movie, and Leonardo DiCaprio in this film is spectacular. Sicario, a very interesting war on drugs movie, but I love the cast, some great acting here, and overall the premise I feel like was different than your usual war on drugs movie, so well done to Denis Villeneuve for this one. And then I also have Skyfall and Spectre, two of my other favorite James Bond movies. Skyfall is actually my favorite James Bond movie. Spectre, I feel like, is actually very underrated too. It was a movie that was given decent reviews back in 2015, but it's actually one of my favorite movies of that year, and one that has been very overlooked, but they did a lot right with this one. And then I have Star Wars Revenge of the Sith and Star Wars The Force Awakens. Both are steelbooks. I love Star Wars. It's my favorite series of all time, my favorite universe of all time. I just watched The Force Awakens again last night. I also have all the other ones on DVD. I don't have them on Blu-ray. I'm not going to rebuy them, but I love Star Wars. I talk about it a lot. I just ranked all the Star Wars movies, so go watch that video if you want my opinion on those movies. The first Ted movie, it's pretty funny. Mark Wahlberg, he's a good actor, and I like him in this movie. Overall, I feel like it's disposable, though. Not the greatest comedy out there, but it's okay. My brother, I think, got this back in the day, but it's not something I'd probably watch anytime soon. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I've actually never even watched this movie, but I'm going to eventually. It's pretty decent, I've heard. It has Tom Hardy in there as well as Benedict Cumberbatch, two of my favorite actors, so I'm going to check it out eventually. Toy Story 3. The Toy Story franchise is incredible. I love all three of the movies. This is the one I just so happen to own, and it's a lot of fun. I think it's a great conclusion to the Toy Story franchise. Now we have Toy Story 4 coming out. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but hopefully it's as good as this one. Transformers Dark of the Moon. This is the third Transformers movie. Everybody hates the Transformers movie. I think they're okay. I actually like the first one. The second one I think is also enjoyable. It's not a great movie. Obviously, it's Michael Bay, but it's okay. And this is the one that I actually own on Blu-ray, the third one. I think it's also disposable, but still fun. I've actually never seen the fourth one, but I'm going to have to because I've heard that one's terrible. But I have to see it because the fifth one's coming out this summer. And this is the one that I feel like is overlooked the most, but it's also not that bad. It's just unfortunate that Megan Fox is not in this one, but we were given another pretty hot girl. Warrior, a really good fighting movie, honestly. It's very emotional. I love Joel Edgerton and Tom Hardy in this movie. It's a family movie, honestly. Even if you don't like fighting and UFC and all cage things, it's a really good movie and one that I love. It's very memorable and very sad, so check it out. Whiplash, an extremely intense drumming movie. J.K. Simmons in this film is just amazing, and this is one of the best movies of 2014 for sure, one of my all-time favorites as well. And we're at the final one, and it is Wreck-It Ralph, one of my all-time favorite Disney 3D animated movies, and I just picked this one up actually recently, but it's a great movie. I love video games, so it makes sense why I love this one so much. And it's just typical Disney, one of their best 3D animated movies. So that's my collection, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I was doing my best at trying to make this as well organized as possible, but I hope you guys enjoyed my collection. And please let me know in the comments what you have in your Blu-ray collection. Guys, it has been a year of SvenSulley. Hopefully, I'm here for another several years before eventually, who knows, maybe I'll get offered a movie job. Just kidding, that's not gonna happen. But I love movies, guys. You guys know that, and I will continue doing reviews for as long as I'm here and want to. I definitely want to. I am excited for the summer season. It's great, but it's crazy, guys. 1 year of SvenSulley. Here's to many more years of my YouTube channel. I want to thank all of you guys that have subscribed to me over the last year. You've been very supportive, and I had to thank you all. Please continue to stay with me. I am very thankful to have all of you guys with me, and thank you all so much for watching all of my videos. It has been a lot of work that I've put into this. A lot of my free time I've taken away to put into these YouTube videos, and I am very happy I've been able to do that for you guys and to get my opinion out there. That was basically my goal, to get my opinion out to the world, and now that I finally accomplished that, I hope to get more people. So please spread the word, everyone. I will continue doing YouTube for years to come, hopefully, and I'm so excited to do it for you guys. And what's next? Well, there's some more movies coming out this month of May, so I might go see King Arthur. I'm not really sure. It looks okay. And I'll definitely have some more interesting videos for you guys coming up in the next couple of weeks, so look out for all those. And summer is finally here, so I'm happy to have a lot of free time on my hands. I always look forward to summer, so expect a lot more videos coming out this upcoming summer. I'm off for a long time. I just finished school, so I'm extremely excited for that. I just want to thank you guys one final time for being a supporter of me, Andrew Kent, SvenSulley. You've been a big help pushing me to do my absolute best here on YouTube, and it's something that I love. I will absolutely be seeing all of you guys in my next video. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.